running right now, but if he can blend in there, he'll be back with the lead group.
And now the guys at the back of this pack, some of the good cars, they've got to work together to get back up here so that they don't lose this lead draft. There's a good 2 to 3 seconds difference in lap speeds if you lose this draft.
Now, because where the start-finish line is, past the exit of pit road, Elliott Sadler pitted, took 2 tires. He got credit for leading that lap because they're scored at the start-finish line.
But he is not yet up to speed, and the pack should overhaul him before they come back around.
In a hurry.
Bill Elliott goes to the front here in the Talladega 500, presented by Subway on Fox.
It's about moving forward and not looking back. It's about designing the next generation of lawn tractors that not only cuts your lawn, but cuts it faster. Introducing the John Deere SST lawn tractor with spin steer technology. The only one to come with the technology to spin in place just by turning the wheel. The technology is so advanced, it actually cuts time.
You having fun at your party, honey?
Yeah. Dodge, different. By John Deere, nothing runs like a deer. And by Goodyear, serious technology, freedom from worry.
And welcome back live to Talladega, Alabama. You're watching NASCAR on Fox. Next Friday, we'll be in California. Winston kept qualifying on FX, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, as we get ready for Saturday's Busch race at 3:30 Eastern. That's 12:30 Pacific. The Winston Cup practice we'll see, and then Sunday from Fontana, Napa Auto Parts 500, sandwiched around Fox Sports Net NASCAR this morning, and NASCAR victory lady Jeremy Mayfield, your defending champ at the California Speedway. As we look on the race today, so far, so safe, yet Ward Burton, who was up around the leaders moments ago as Jeff Gordon is now in the lead, had said coming into this race, he's been dreading this race since he left Daytona. He thought NASCAR should have made some changes heading into this weekend. Wasn't sure what they should have been, Jeff Hammond, but they didn't make the changes. Yet, he said he would approach this race very patiently, and it looks like most of the drivers have done just that.
He has, and they have.
Too wide, too wide.
What is going on is a situation where when you go out there and take a chance what they feel like they're doing here at Talladega, you have to sit down sometimes and talk to your families about why you're doing this. They don't quite understand why a driver gets in that race car. And I think Darrell can probably allude to that a lot of times there's a lot more concern with your children, with your wife, even than
there is with the driver.
Exactly, and they have to worry about that when they come to a place like this, when you know that a big wreck can occur because of the competition. Look right there, that's a perfect example. There's 20, 30 cars right there in that one huge pack, and if anything goes wrong, it could be disastrous.
Darrell?
Yeah, listen, I tried to explain it to my wife for years, and I think the only thing that she ever thought about was, this is what I chose to do, this is what I was doing when she married me. And I got to tell you, these drivers, contrary to what you may believe, they're very sensitive guys. They all have feelings, and they're all worried. But when you're a macho guy, what are you going to do? Go tell your crew and your crew chief, I'm scared to drive today? So you can't do that. So you suck it up, you set yourself down in that car, and you go out there and say your prayers and hope for the best.
Most of these drivers have family. Many have kids in attendance today. This is what they do for a living, and they have the chance to do something they love. And that's why they're out there. Joe Nemechek has driven his car to the front. Tony Stewart looks underneath Nemechek for the lead.
He's going to see if Jeff Gordon, his buddy in that 24 car, will go with him. I don't think so.
His buddy?
I don't think so. Not today.
Weren't you at Bristol?
I was there.
And you know what? I bet he was motioning to Jeff. Come on, Jeff, follow me, follow me.
Jeff said, be right there, buddy.
Yeah,
right.
I'm here for you.
The only help now that Tony Stewart has is that 12 car, Jeremy Mayfield. He's a lap down. How about Rusty Wallace? Drops to the bottom. Look at Jason Lefferno, 1 car up there in the 3rd position.
You got some help. Outside only.
That's Todd Bodine right behind the Miller Lite car of Rusty.
Help just bailed on you.
Yeah,
outside.
Help is on the way, the way past you.
Yeah, they just bailed on you.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing you can hear. You get to working with somebody thinking you got something going, and the next thing you know, they dump you.
It's like, what's that line? As Ken Schrader gets sandwiched, I'm from the government, and I'm here to help you.
Schrader's had, he's gone a lap down, and I don't know what's wrong with his car. I think he had a bad pit stop.
Steve, what happened to Schrader?
And we know exactly what happened, Mike. He ran out of gas on pit road, stalled the car out. They sprayed ether in it. He could not get it started. That's why he just lost a lap. Let's go to Dick Berggren.
I'm watching Stacy Compton having a great run today. So is Sterling Marlin. And the same guy built the engine for those two cars, has built the engine for the 01 car, which is also having a great run here this afternoon. Tony Santana Cola, same guy, built the motor for the two cars that started on the front row and for Jason Leffler, who is running up front right now, the 01.
Chasing Joe Nemechek, though, and these are the first Winston Cup laps that Nemechek has led this year.
Wow, I didn't realize that, but Santana Cola, now that's a great name for an engine builder, isn't it? But I'll tell you, when I would put that cat up against anybody when it comes to restrictor plate racing. He powered John Andretti to a win at Daytona the 4th of July. He worked for Cale for a while. He's a pretty smart cat.
Look at this list, Darrell. These fellas don't know they're rookies. They're running right up front today. They've all had a chance up in the front 5.
5 of them in the top 15 right now.
See, their memory don't go back near as far as mine does. So they haven't seen all the harm I've seen here.
How about Dave Marcus up there in the 71 cars? First start of the year, and Marcus has been running in that main pack all day long. He turned 60 years old in March.
And that's somewhat like his teammate Kevin Harvick behind him, because Dave Marcus is in a Richard Childress Racing car, a Richard Childress Racing engine. They left Kevin Harvick's Busch team down here to pit Dave Marcus today.
That's great. One of Marcus's friends from up north, Bob Pulvereri, on the pole for the modified race at Thompson, Connecticut today, 65 years old.
Wow, that's encouraging.
I don't know what they've got, Darrell, but I'm going to want some.
That's very encouraging.
You bet.
I mean, I'm only 54, so maybe I'll lay out and come back and run for Rookie of the Year.
Look at Marcus. You talk about not being a rookie. He goes to the high side, make it 4 wide in that 71 car.
Got her up on the outside and wound her up.
He got a run.
Dave Marcus was the last Dodge driver to win at Talladega in the K&K Dodge number 71 in 1976.
Harry Hyde in the K&K Dodge. What a great operation.
13 different leaders so far. The record is 15 for this race, set last year. Jason Leffler running third, looking for some of Jeff Gordon.
He's got help from Kurt Busch. But Kurt Busch dives back behind Jeff Gordon. Sorry, buddy.
Now those 5 cars have broken out to a 1-second gap back to the 6th place car of Buckshot Jones, leading rookie Casey Atwood and Sterling Marlin. We'll be right back.
If you're happy and you know.
Driver leading the race right now.
Now, they are teammates on Sunday, Darrell, but
not on
Todd
Saturday.
wasn't obligated to help Spencer
Not on Saturday.
And didn't. Here comes Kurt Busch. He wants to tie the record for leaders in this race, and does it. Kurt Busch, the 15th driver to lead.
Interesting names up here in the front, don't we? Busch, Bodine, Hamilton, Atwood.
Mike Wallace, 4 of those 5 have never won a Winston Cup race. But this is the kind of track where those things happen. 8 drivers have won their first Winston Cup race here at Talladega.
And, you know, we saw Atwood's car jumping all over the place early in the race, but they did a great job on the pit stop of correcting whatever was wrong with his car. Now he's up there fighting for the lead.
Look at Bobby Hamilton on that 55 car. This is the car that Kenny Wallace finished 2nd in October. Dale Earnhardt, he's wanting the lead here at the start-finish line.
And Casey and Bobby are such good friends. They're both from the same town and around Nashville there.
Rewrite the record book. Bobby Hamilton is the 16th leader of this race. Whoa, and he and Kurt Busch almost get together.
One thing you might notice right here, all 4 Roush cars up there at the front. You got Kurt Busch, Matt Kenseth, the 99 car of Jeff Burton, and look up there, Mark Martin, and the number 6 car, Viagra. Roush cars that come to the front. Undoubtedly, that little trimming of the spoiler has helped this team.
Exactly, Jeff. You know, they're working together on and off the track as Kurt Busch tries to find his way around here at a comfort level. He actually got some advice from Mark Martin and Jeff Burton. They recommended that he run the top groove, and he was saying that he's not comfortable out there. He had to find a way for himself information about a track he's never been on, guys.
He's found the fast way around.
And I was with some of the Ford drivers a week or so ago, and I asked some of them, did y'all test the spoiler? And they looked at me like, DW, now you know better than that. You don't have to test something when they take something off of that rear blade.
Boy, the run Matt Kenseth's getting on the bottom of the racetrack. He's got pushed behind him. He's wanting that lead by the time we get back to the start-finish line. He's got Bobby Hamilton pushing him, and they're 3 wide behind him going into turn 3.
Now, Kenseth led earlier during green flag pit stops.
Sterling was just about to get up there and take the lead back, and then they went 3 wide on him. Now he's caught in the middle.
40 cars are still on the lead lap. And way back there, about 5.5 seconds off the lead, is our point leader, Dale Jarrett, who also leads our Koch family of drivers. Here's how they are in the point standings. Jarrett coming in here, the leader. And Jarrett's strategy all day has been to run toward the back of the pack for quite a ways in this race and see how things shake out.
He's got company back there now. He's got Bobby Labonte and Tony Stewart. Now, we saw these guys do the same thing at Daytona, but I think they made their move a little too quick at Daytona, and they got caught up in that big wreck.
20 lead changes so far in this race. 49 last October, the first race with this aerodynamic package, as we ride with the Napa onboard camera of Mike Waltrip. 14th place.
Back up through there, Michael. Clear all around.
Boy, look at this mess coming behind him here. They're 3 wide. They're 4 wide.
You know, that looks like something you see on TV.
See, Mike Skinner in the 31 car led this race. After the pit stop, he fell back, complained about a vibration. I got to believe that they balance these tires with wheel weights just like when you're past your car. And when you're turning these tires that much speed, a little bit of weight off of it will definitely make a vibration, Steve Burns.
Larry, I asked Royce McGee, the crew chief, if they had heard any more from Mike about that vibration problem, and he said that he thought, he echoed what you just said, that it was probably just low air pressures right after that pit stop.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of drivers through this whole year complain about vibrations after they make pit stops. And if you get that inner liner and that outer tire, if they're not balanced up just right and the build-up's way off different, it'll take a lap or 2 for that to go away.
Wow, Mike Skinner just shot around Casey Atwood like Atwood was stopped, and here he goes up alongside Michael Waltrip.
He don't have a lot of help behind him, but he continues to move forward at a fast pace. Look at him just pull away from Michael Waltrip, but now he's starting to sniff that draft of that next pack.
Skinner up to 6th. And now it's his mirror that is full of that pack, and they have caught the leaders. And here comes Skinner. He's not done.
He's getting a little bit of help here now.
It's like Tony Stewart said, pretty good at playing checkers, but never been real good at playing chess. And this is a high-speed chess match.
Box track shows you the interval of Mike Skinner from the leader, Matt Kenseth, as he continues to try to pull the outside. He's waving at Jeff Burton behind him to pull up and let's go.
Boy, that car rockets off turn 2 over there.
And I believe that Dodge is right there behind him. Sterling Marlin's car, very impressive. Works his way right back up to the front.
And you see Skinner cutting that interval to Matt Kenseth.
He's chopped it about 2/10 just since the start-finish line about a half a lap ago. Maintaining the same, about 3.5 tenths. Watch this run right here down the trial. If he gets a little shove here, it'll really close up.
Had to go upstairs a bit the long way around to find some help, and now he tags up with Sterling Marlin. Marlin, though, wants the lead back.
Boy, it's closing now. Get that run right there up off the corner.
Now, see, when they go in the corner, the cars go into what we call yaw. And that outside car is in yaw, and it'll get a lot of air to the rear spoiler, and it'll slow him down when he gets up on the straightaway. Yeah, it's not Y-A-L-L.
It's not yaw.
Yeah.
Right. Hard
to work that outside. Plus, you get lots of good